right, we got Tariff War 2.0 going on right now. We've got a response out of China, and that has caused the market to drop even further, which is causing some of our favorite assets to go even more so than that. You can see in pre-market SPY is down 0.89%, IWM down 1.26%. This is not great. QQQ down 1.21%. If we go over to Bitcoin is down 4%. We've got SUI 10%, Ethereum 7%, Sol almost 8%, Doge 8%. Some of our favorite assets up here on the Bitcoin miners were down 5% on CleanSpark, 4% on Mara, 6% on Hive, up 3% on Bitfarms. That's interesting. Down, Iron's flat, Hut's down 5, Can down 6, Bitdeer down 8. This is going to get kind of rough. I'm going to end up having to sell some things here that I didn't want to sell that I would like to hold on to, and that is largely because I'm holding some leverage. And when you're holding leverage, it's time to let it go and see things calm down first before seeing the rocket back up, because we don't know how long this can go on. They can trade blows back and forth for days, weeks, months. We don't know when it's going to end. And if you're holding leverage, you can get wiped out. If you're holding shares, you can ride it out often. But if you're holding leverage, as in some positions I'm holding leverage, I don't want to be doing that while two global powers are slapping each other back and forth. Okay? Not very interested in doing that. Also, when you are holding leverage, when it comes down, like let's go look at Soxel. Okay, Soxel, when you lose, let's say 10%, or let's say we're going to do a 5% correction on the SOX index, right? It comes down 15% off of that, right? You lose 15% when it loses 5. So somewhere around there, right? So you would have gone from 42 down to 36, all right? Let's see how much it takes to go back up from there, back to the top of the range. Back to the top of the range, we're looking at about 16, 17%. So you don't think it's a lot, but this can get much worse than that. So let's go look at TQQQ. All right, ultra long TQQQ. So we lost, was it 10% in one day? So that was like 3.5% in one day. Let's say we did a 10% correction. If we do a 10% correction, that's 30% on TQQQ. That is a 30% correction on this thing, which would be down about right here, about $76, $76.80. That's what it would look like. Okay, it would be a 30% dip on this thing. Now to get back up to where we were. Now just to get back up to where we were, it needs to go up 42.99%. You're missing that 13%. That is not coming back unless it goes, more. Like price has to go, 13% higher on the TQQQ to get you back to break even. Now, will that happen? Possibly. But I'm not going to sit and hold and wait for my leveraged positions to do that. Like I'm in CRCA. It's a 2x circle, right? I'm probably going to let that go today and see what happens, all right? Because we dropped 22% the other day, and then today in pre-market, it is down another, do I have it on here? It's down a little bit more, okay? And once we get a response from the White House, I expect it to drop even further. Now, do I think it's going to go up by the end of the year? Likely, yes, but I also don't know how long this is going to go on. So that is I'm probably also going to let go of some of my Mara call options that are in profit today. I'm probably going to let go of some of the ones in profit today. Like I had some that were 80% profit on yesterday, and today that will probably be closer to 50% profit, and I'll take my 50% profit and I'll wait for Mara to look a little bit better. Now I am seeing a cup and handle. I am seeing that launch upward in the near future. However, again, I'm holding leverage. If I'm holding shares, sure, I don't care. It can go up, down, all around, whatever. I'm holding leverage. I don't like getting wiped out. So I will take whatever profit I have on a portion of my calls here, and I'm going to sell those and then buy back either the same ones or a different strike, probably a different strike in the near future when this cup and handle starts to play out. And that's all. That's all I'm going to do. Some people may not like that, but that's risk management. All right. I'm going to protect my gains, and I will re-enter when things look a little better. Now, this does look good. I'm not going to lie. This looks pretty good. I love this cup. This looks really textbook. I'd like to see it come back down, maybe to 17.50 or so, and then boom, just absolutely take off from there and double, go up to like $40 from there. That would be great. I'd like to see that. I think it could happen very much like it did back here. Let me show you. Very much like it did right back here, where we had that cup, came down, and then popped. That's the same sort of scenario I'm looking for right here. But again, it's all about capital preservation, survive to fight another day, and that's how you stay alive. Anyways, I'll be doing that today. It's not a panic. I'm not panicking. There is no panic. This will come to an end. I don't know when it will come to an end, but it will come to an end, and I will be redeploying that capital that I'm taking off the table today. This is not a sell everything video. This is a, if you're holding leverage, seriously consider your risks. If you're not holding leverage, you're probably fine. Of course, nothing I say is financial advice and not a suggestion to buy, sell, or hold any asset whatsoever. You must do your own research, come to your own conclusions, and ultimately you are responsible for your own risk, as am I, which is why I'm taking the actions that I'm going to take here this morning to preserve some of the gains I've already gotten, to cut some of the losses that may cascade further, and then when things calm down, hopefully I'll catch it while it's lower, and if not, I'll be adding while things are a little bit higher and go back into some of those leveraged positions in that way. All right, so that's it. Leverage is dangerous. Know your risk. Stick to your plan. Have discipline in the face of the situation. This is not a panic sell video. This is a assess your leverage, assess your risk, and make proper decisions based on that situation for yourself and for your account, which is what I will be doing today. Okay, anyways, that's all I've got for you today. Please like, comment, share this video, check out the Trade Cave memberships, and have a profitable day.